Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is a tips and tricks video for the murder mystery level in Hitman 3 to show you how to get into the safe. Now, if you've completed the section of the game where you've eliminated Alexa Carlisle and then you need to get the case file, one of the ways that you can get that case file is by going into this safe. This safe is located at the top of the building, and if you found it and you're frustrated like me because you can't work out how to get the safe open, then this tips and tricks video will hopefully help you. Basically, you need to find 4 different locations in the room. Those are marked above the safe with the clock, fireplace, telescope and the moose head or deer head that's mounted on the wall. You need to locate those items in the room, and when you do it, you'll find a small little label with a number on it next to them. You see, for example, the clock is 1. When I first played through this, I had real trouble seeing those little markers on there, and it took me quite a little while to find them at each of the locations, but just generally locate them. So the one on the clock is located there. Then you'll see there's one in the fireplace just above the fire itself with the number 7 on it. So the clock's 1, the fire is 7. These are the 2 of those locations to do it. By the way, there is another way to open this safe that I'll show you at the end of this video, which actually is, if you follow one of the story missions, you get access to it, and it's potentially a easier way of doing it and a more interesting way of playing through. So if you don't know already, you can go into this mansion dressed up as the detective and then follow around the clues for the murder mystery. I'm not going to give you any spoilers on what happens there. Once you do that and complete that, you'll end up in this room in a different way, and then you'll be able to open the safe in another way, which is much easier than having to solve this puzzle. Although this is one of the ways to do it, and will hopefully make it a lot easier for you. So essentially just going around the room finding those different locations. Obviously you can skip further on in this video and find out the number, and I'll leave a link in the comments to let you do that if you're impatient and just want to get straight to the number. But you can see so far 1, 7 and then 9 for the telescope. So the clock's 1, fire 7, telescope is 9, and then the mounted head over here, which you can zoom in with the camera to see the number on, is 5. Once again, that's 1 for the clock, 7 for the fire, 9 for the telescope, and 5 for the moose head. Now you just go back to the safe and enter those numbers in. So 1 for the clock, 9 for the telescope, 7 for the fire, and 5 for the moose head. And just go down, click OK, and then you have access to that. Now, as I was saying earlier on, if you go in as the detective, you can see me dressed up as him here. So when you first start the game, you'll see him going into the building. Follow him in and work out where you can get to knock him out and take his outfit. I'm not going to show you how to do that. Then you follow the clues around. You can get the clues with your camera and by talking to people in the building. Once you do that and you work out who is the scallywag that committed that murder, then you get to see Alexa Carlisle. If you talk to the butler, he'll take you up to her room. You can go in there with her, talk to her about it, and then you can demand that as payment she gives you the file. There is actually another way to access that file as well. Both Alexa Carlisle and the butler have a coin that you can get, that you can access that. Then you get access to that coin, and then that will give you access to a safe in another location, so you don't actually have to get it from this safe. So there's multiple different ways to complete this, which is really nice, and that's the bonus of Hitman 3, is there's loads of different options in terms of how you go about doing it. I find that the detective way of doing this is the most interesting because it opens up a real story that the developers have worked on for this game, and it makes it really entertaining to play, so I'd recommend following this one. And now I'm going to show you how to kill Alexa, one of the ways. So if you don't want to watch, turn it off now. But if you do, just want to give a quick shout out and a special thanks to my YouTube members, Meaty Keyboard and Raw, for helping me by supporting the channel with a contribution every month. If you enjoyed this video, please come back for more Hitman 3 videos in the near future. Thanks for watching.
That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlisle. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
This has been the Provoked Prawn. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you found it useful, interesting, hilarious, or all of the above. Be sure to check out the description for other information you might find interesting, and subscribe and watch these other videos as well that I think might be useful to you, and have a great life.